Despite confident guarantees from Trump supporters last month that the president wasn't going to prosecute Julian Assange, the Trump administration has unsurprisingly charged him under the Espionage Act, and in doing so is trying to kill the First Amendment. For all his talk about how conservative speech is being silenced on private platforms, he's now silencing and criminalizing someone who's exposed the true establishment, the war machine, and those who support it. And he's doing so using the exact same law Obama used to try to shut down freedom of the press, spelling serious danger for anyone trying to expose government crimes. The Espionage Act was first passed to silence opposition to World War I. As History.com clearly explains, it essentially made it a crime for any person to convey information intended to interfere with U.S. Armed Forces prosecution of the war effort or to promote the success of the country's enemies. This went hand in hand with the Sedition Act, also intended to silence opposition to the war. No one used the Espionage Act more than Barack Obama, and now the Trump administration is using it to go after the very same person responsible for the leaks that proved his opposition was corrupt, violent, and in bed with the swamp, just as Trump has turned out to be, favoring special interests, perpetuating endless war, and adopting the same policies as presidents before, from worsening the debt to deporting people and killing civilians. Maybe you'll rationalize this because you're convinced Assange is a traitor, but a traitor to whom? Surely not the American people. He worked to show us what the government is doing in our name and with our money, sowing hatred for America with ruthless violence that ultimately endangers us and makes us a target for terrorists seeking revenge. Assange is a traitor to the US government, not the people, and if you seriously can't tell the difference between those two and you choose loyalty to the government over the truth, which despite false government claims did not endanger American troops but merely exposed their crimes, you have no right to claim you love your country. You love your government. And for those of you claiming this isn't Trump's doing but rather the work of the deep state, I have news for you. Either Trump has joined them, as indicated by his embrace of the surveillance state and perpetual war, for example, or he's too weak and scared to stand up to them. Either way, he's catalyzing the destruction of what freedom we have left, and if you support the prosecution of Julian Assange, you're helping.